everybody, we're back, and welcome back to Variety Talk live in Las Vegas. Again, I'm your host, Linda Leak, and thank you, everybody, because we have taken a little hiatus, a little time off to just get some R&R, and we will be doing a little of that throughout the summer as well, so we'll keep you posted. And but as we go forward, and in terms of getting you ready for spring and summer, I have a gentleman here with me today who is a certified health coach, and this gentleman is all about lifestyle change. So, and you know, he's got a really nice way of being able to help you do that. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you Tim, the certified health coach. Tim Uritic. Did I say that correctly?
Uritic, that's fine.
Uritic. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm from a health specialist background, and that's kind of, you know, matches with health. So that's a nice name. Welcome to the show. So happy to have you, Tim.
Well, thanks for being here.
And,
I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome, and thanks for your patience, because today has been like OMG, Cinco de Mayo traffic out there for all the Las Vegas, all the guests who've come in to visit Las Vegas. It's been absolutely crazy. So anyway, thanks for joining us. So Tim, just, you know, I've been a health freak, for lack of better words, my entire life. When I was 17, 18 years old, I came from downstairs from studying, and I thought I'd make a hamburger, and I started putting that hamburger together, and I put it in a skillet, and I tell you, something came over me, and I all of a sudden just thought, I don't want this meat. And do you know, I stopped eating meat from that day forward. I became a vegetarian from that day forward. Now, since then, I've incorporated chicken and fish into my diet. And every once in a while, I'll get a little iron going. But for years, for decades, I have been a vegetarian. And I have been just a strict health nut. So I applaud you for being here. I welcome you. I appreciate it. There's so many people out there in the viewing audience who want to make a change, and they just don't know how to begin. So why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself, first of all, and how you got started in this industry?
Well, I'm a pretty old guy. I was born in 1960, so I'll be 57 this year. So I have a lot of years of doing the bad things and learning more as you go, because we're all about learning. You're going to make mistakes as you go. It's just nothing you're going to do is be perfect. Even if you think that you're doing something right, later you find out you're making the wrong move. So when I was growing up, I was pretty athletic. I played tennis. I did any sport that you name it. I was busy doing sports.
There's always a sign.
Yeah, so I was eating, and I really didn't care what I ate, because I was almost indestructible. I would eat this and eat this, just go out and work out and run and whatever. And I didn't really gain weight. I didn't have any issues. And I was constantly, I would say, on the thin side. And then when I got a little bit older and I came to Las Vegas, and I actually got married here, but that's another story.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that story sometime soon. That's always fun.
So I came to Las Vegas.
Where are you from?
Originally from Chicago. So I grew up in Chicago.
All this time I didn't know you were a home guy.
Oh, you're from Chicago.
Home man, home boy.
Wonderful.
What part?
Midlothian.
Midlothian.
Well, I grew up in South Holland, then I lived in Midlothian, near Orland Park.
Southwest, okay.
Yes,
all right,
yes.
Cool.
So when I came to Vegas, Vegas has a completely different lifestyle. I mean, there's anything you name it is here. From the alcohol to the food to the entertainment, everything is here.
To anything you want.
Right. So you end up eating things that you really shouldn't be eating, because hey, it's less money. You got a buffet. You can go to the buffet and eat as much as you want. So I believe it was about the first 3 to 4 years that I gained about 100 pounds coming here. So I got pretty big. So
100 pounds.
Yeah, so I came here in 92.
Because you're small, but go ahead.
Well, I came here in 92, and then I learned more. I was studying nutrition before. I was always interested, like you said, in nutrition, but I was more interested in supplements and supplementing my diet, but I really wasn't thinking that what I was eating was wrong. Okay. So I'm eating this, and you just take supplements to fill in the gaps. But my problem was when I came here, like I said, I not only overate, I ate the wrong foods, going to the buffet, eating all the fried foods and things like that. So once I started gaining that weight, I looked at myself and I said, okay, is this what I want to do? Is this where I want to be? So in 1995, I studied more in nutrition from actually Dr. Ron Rhodesdale. I read some of his information, some of his studies, and then I realized that mostly additional sugar or excessive sugar and carbohydrates were part of one of the reasons why I was gaining more weight. So I began to cut out sugars and things like that. I wasn't going to the buffet and eating all the desserts and so on. But then what I did was in the year 2000, I became 40 years old, and I was still slightly overweight. When I say slightly, I think I maybe lost 10 or 15 pounds. It was mostly water weight and things like that. So I said, I've really got to do something about it. So at that point, I actually stopped all processed foods. I would not go into the store buying anything that was man-made. I stopped all the breads. I stopped the cereals. I stopped the milk. I stopped everything that would interfere with my goals. Now, you said you were a vegetarian and so on. Well, during that time, I read a lot of different things about cleansing the body and so on. So what I had done, it was about 6 months' time that I did smoothies and health drinks. It was mostly supplements and anything that really would cleanse my body. I had added an avocado. I actually did 6 drinks a day. And during that time, I lost weight and I felt good for a while. But then actually after the 6th month, I looked at myself in the mirror and I really wasn't looking good. I was beginning not to have the energy that I wanted. And I said, okay, well, maybe this diet isn't working for me. But it's more or less not just a diet. If you begin to do more plant-based diet, it's more or less cleansing your body. Well, you still need other nutritional supplements. First of all, you're not going to be able to get everything that you need from the ground, and it goes to the store and say, I can eat this, I can eat this, I can eat this. But you got to realize that the plants that we have now are not how they were hundreds of years ago when we began agriculture and so on. So our soil is depleted quite a bit. And you go to a store, unless you're really making your own food, you can grow your own food in your backyard. Unless you're doing that, you have no idea what the food is that you're buying and how long it's been there. So at that point, I began another diet, which ended up actually not being good for me either. I started an Atkins diet, but I'm really
that was pretty popular back in the day.
But it is a good diet, but not for somebody at my age, because it's more or less a high protein diet. The carbs were missing out of it, which was really what I needed to concentrate on.
We're going to have to take a quick station break, but and that's one of the things that we want to get to, because you said something to me that was pretty important when we were speaking earlier, and that is this is a way that people, there's a certain balance that goes on that you can work with people on that will make it doable. Let's put it that way. So this is a good entrance into that. But we're going to take a quick station break. Everyone, you're watching Variety Talk live in Las Vegas. I'm your host, Lady Linda, and you're sitting in with Tim Uritic.
Uritic.
All right, everybody, we'll be right back.